Don't forget to pick up your plushie, only a couple days left. Hopefully we can hit the goal on this one. Make sure you click the link down below. Go get your plushie while you still can. Not many left to go until we hit the goal, so make sure you click the link down below, show the support, and get one of these while you can. Once they're gone, you can't get them again. But yeah, if I laugh, the video ends. Let's do it. Poor kid.
I'm just riding on my bike and
That spoke to my, like, 12-year-old in me. That was, like, the kind of shit that would have made me laugh.
Yes, you're a queen.
It's a good start. It's a good start.
I sell King God, I sell YouTube.
Yeah, huh? That's how that was gonna end, kid. Don't mess with a millennial whenever it comes to Pokemon. We were there day one, motherfucker. I remember the anime coming out. I remember, and I've said this before, it was all week, and it must have been like 99, and it was being advertised on kids' cartoons channels all week. It was just like new show coming to Nicktoons or whatever the hell it was. Pokemon. Follow the adventure of Ash through Pokemon doing Pokemon things. And his mom's heart was Professor Oak giving her a Professor Poke. Find out on Pokemon. And I was there. I watched it day one. I watched the card game come out. I watched Pokemon Blue finally get released, and we all got Pokemon Blue in the West. And like collecting the Pokemon cards and the games and the magazines and the stickers and the posters and the toys. And they're trying to convince your friends that you had a real Pokemon at home. What? Someone had to put that on.
not my job.
Do kids think their phones are invisible? The first thing you're gonna see is someone's phone recording the whole thing. Whenever you hit record on your phone, it doesn't become invisible. Look at the size of these things. That dude cracking up. I never knew that guy cracked up.
Your name, sir? My name is Deez. Deez what, sir? Deez nuts.
Got him! That was a great edit. Love that. That is not something you see every day. I gotta admit, it's not something you see every day.
What is your personal philosophy of rehabilitation?
So my personal philosophy of rehabilitation.
What?
What does it mean when it says launch the train?
Guess they found out.
Kill a dead man. You have defeated my physical form, but my soul is eternal. You will pay for the massacre of my clan and family.
Mortal Kombat 4, man. What a terrible, terrible, terrible game. And here's the thing about Mortal Kombat 4. So my first Mortal Kombat game was 2. I played Mortal Kombat 2 in like 1996. 96. And I played that on Sega Mega Drive, had a great time. Then, in 1998, I discovered Mortal Kombat Trilogy, loved it. Trilogy is like, for me, the pinnacle of Mortal Kombat. It has not gotten better since then. Like, I know 9, 10, and 11 are fantastic, but I don't know. I still prefer Trilogy. Trilogy, for me, was like the quintessential Mortal Kombat game. And I remember seeing Mortal Kombat 4 in a CD, DVD gaming shop, right? And when I was, it must have been 2000 and something. 2002, 2001. I don't think it was 2002. And I remember thinking, oh my god, Mortal Kombat 4, I need it. But at the time, it was only on the N64, which I did not have at that time, or at least I didn't have it anymore. Because I did have an N64, I just didn't play Nintendo games on it, because I didn't like Nintendo games. Zelda and Mario, I saw them as baby games for babies. I wanted to play adult games, even though I was like 10 years old in the 90s. Even in the 90s, I didn't want to play kid baby games. That's why I liked Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. Well, it's more that Mario always struck me as like a kiddie baby game. I didn't really like it that much. And then Zelda, I played a bit of it in the 90s, thought it was boring as all hell, never touched it again. Tried playing it again recently, Ocarina of Time, still hate it. Breath of the Wild was okay. Your sword smashing to pieces every 5 seconds kind of ruined the experience. Other than that, Breath of the Wild was probably, yeah, it was alright. Still prefer The Witcher and various other games like it. But it wasn't until a few years later that when I had my own money and I was a teenager, I bought Mortal Kombat 4 and I played it and I hated it. And I'm so glad I did not get it as a kid, because then I probably would have got nostalgia for it and thought it was a good game. But I'm glad I played it later and realized that Mortal Kombat 4 is awful. It is an awful, awful game.
Michelle had her baby. Look. Oh, that's cute. What's his name? Daniel. Look.
What the?
Dad. Take some time.
Beautiful.
Ooh. Some babies grow into their faces, right? It's fine. It's fine. Like, no one looks the same way they do when they were first born. Some kids are born adorable, and then some features start to develop, and then you get that "you were such a cute kid" syndrome. Mario Kart. God, Mario really did permeate American culture, didn't it? God, not so much in Europe. I never knew. I didn't know anyone who played Mario games. Mario, it's Italian. But Americans insist that it's Mario. They say Mario. It's Mario. It's Italian.
Mario.
And I'm gonna use my platform to bring this up because every time I hear it, and I know Aaron has most definitely, in fact, I'm almost pretty sure Aaron Hansen, aka Egoraptor, has learned this. I recall him saying that he's learned this. But at the time, when he's playing Breath of the Wild, and he goes on his insane rant about Nevada and how it should be pronounced Nevada because it's Spanish. Look, I don't know what Mexican Spanish is, but Castilian Spanish, European Spanish, original Spanish, it would be Nevada. The V almost sounded like a B, but it would be Nevada. And he also did like the text to speech to prove that it was Nevada, but he used the English translation. This is what Nevada sounds like whenever you put it through the Spanish language translator.
Nevada.
I had to get that off my chest because it drove me nuts every time I hear him adamantly say it's Nevada. It's not. Nevada. God, just like you take the most typical, boring white bread activities, add a dog to the situation, becomes hilarious.
Got a bigger shad here, so hopefully it doesn't grab onto my hand again.
Oh my God, my whole life flashed before my eyes. Holy shit. I need to react to thalassophobia videos.
One word of helpful advice: diet and exercise.
That's 3 words.
I guess 2 nouns.
What? Oh my God, bro! No! So ridiculous! What are you looking at?
That was great. I like that. That was creative.
I feel so attacked right now. I don't know what to do. Somebody please send help. I'm just so attacked.
What the hell is happening? This can't be real. This can't be real.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
This ham sandwich. That woman was acting like a ham sandwich. Oh, that is fantastic. That was fantastic. That was brilliant. Love that. That was great.
She looked at you like you...
How? How are you doing that? Brilliant.
We don't know who struck first, us or them.
Brilliant. So there's a massive flaw in the Matrix, saying that, you know, machines harvested humans in order to farm them for energy, right? It's like a renewable source. They can just keep growing humans because humans can easily reproduce. But the amount of energy that he says that a human gives off, I think is either incorrect or not enough to sustain that amount of machinery. Also, humans have far more wasted energy, to the point where you would be spending all of the energy you made from humans in order to sustain this massive network of a human farm that you've created. There would be nowhere near enough energy. In fact, all these humans would likely die. There's no way you'd have a circular energy circuit here. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here because I can't fully remember the entire explanation for this. Like, it would make more sense to use fish. Sure, they likely give off a lower energy yield, but not only do they give birth to a lot of spawn, you can also farm them in the ocean. You wouldn't need these pods. They would do it themselves. You wouldn't need to create a matrix to convince them they're still living, and their reproduction cycle's pretty fast. But regardless, what they could have done is harvested either the core, the Earth's core, since people are pretty close to there already, or they could have found a way to get solar panels above the clouds and harvested solar energy, and therefore given themselves plenty of energy to survive. The Matrix is fundamentally flawed, but it's still a really great movie.
Kill John Lennon! Kill John!
People have been using that sound on their pets, and their pets have been going like, kill John Lennon. But you know, John Lennon's already been killed, so why would they have that programming? Also, they were born after. I don't know. I'm just picking apart the joke, but the joke doesn't really make any sense to me.
Hey. Cheers.
Cheers. We have to keep the drinking to a minimum tonight.
No.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
That's what she can see. You think she can't see that? This is what I'm miming? Do you think she can't see this? We have to keep the drinking to a minimum tonight.
My nerves. Oh my God, my nerves.
Hey, how we feeling?
I am so hammered.
I hope she is, though. That's great. Dad knows, man. Dad knows. It's amazing how you can tell at a very early age that a kid's gonna be gay. It's almost like it's not a choice. Oh, Elden Ring.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Nothing. Come on, this is Rick. This is a busted game. So confident. You got any last words? I do. What are they? I asked for On the Rocks. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh, I've been playing VR recently. It's been good. I'm just trying to figure out like the audio, because obviously I can't just sit here. I'm gonna be moving around. And if I'm moving around, obviously the audio is not gonna be great. So I just need to figure out what audio setup VR creators use so that I can implement that. And then once I can figure that out, we're good to go.
I've got a small white one. Does that make a difference?
No, actually, you know what? I don't actually think it's the size of it. It's actually the technique and how you.
Okay, thank you, Ollie.
Yeah. But thank you so much for asking that. I'm sure a lot of men at home were wondering that as well. Not Chris, because he told me he had the big black one.
Oh my god. The shake weight, man. Whoever invented that, I think they knew what they were doing, right? They just wanted to see a pretty blonde giving it this.
Don't call me the B word. That's offensive.
Oh, you think the B word's offensive? You should hear what I say in the Call of Duty lobbies.
What do you say in the lobbies, Eugene?
Hello, my name is Eugene, and I spend a lot of my time gaming.
Eugene, you need to go outside. Gaming all day is a waste of time.
Actually, it helps with hand-eye coordination. A girl at school today told me I smell like shit. Apparently, showering is the new meta. Hey, kitten.
I've seen these skits before. I've also heard this as well, and I think it started on Tumblr, right? There was like a movement of people that took a stance against the word bitch, saying it's offensive, and it's like, people aren't saying it to be friends with you. It's obviously a word to describe the way that someone's acting. It's also not gendered. We call men bitches all the time. But you've also got words, specifically for men, like, bastard and prick. Typically, you wouldn't use these words against a woman. But it's funny because I'm not going to say it on this channel because it's the C word and it ends in a T. In America, that, for some reason, is a bad word against a woman. right? But in literally the rest of the world, it's against guys. I've never heard anyone, or even myself, I wouldn't even think about referring to a woman as a C word. I would call another dude that, but it's not really a female directed word for a lot of nations out there, I think.
Happy birthday.
Oh man, it's all downhill from 5. You know what they say? Especially in the Gen Z youth-focused culture we find ourselves in these days. 5 years old, you're going to the home. You're too old, Grandpa. These are getting progressively less funny, so I'm gonna end it here. Survived! Yet again. Great day, made it. Goodbye, everyone.